A lot of you have been asking in the comments, show your full settings, show your control layout, what's your exact sensitivity, how to get skins for free, what are your top 3 weapons, which characters do you use the most and why? Today, I'm answering all of that in one video. From settings to free skins, from my weapon loadout to the best characters, I'll show you everything in detail. All right, now it's time for my settings. Let's start with the basic section. Most of my settings here are on default, but I've changed a few important ones that you can see on the screen. By the way, I'm playing on an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I use gyroscope while playing. Now, one really important option in this section is the reload mode, which has 4 different options. The first one is the default. Reloading takes around 4 seconds, just the standard animation. The second mode lets you cancel the reload by tapping the reload button again. The third one is fire interrupt, and this is the one I personally use. It's super useful when a squad rushes you. Let's say you knock one enemy and start reloading. If another one pushes you, the reload finishes 2 seconds faster and lets you shoot again. This has saved me many times, and I'm sure it'll help you too. The last option combines both cancel and fire interrupt. But since I don't like the cancel part, I just stick to the third one, fire interrupt only. Let's move on to the controls layout operation mode. My control layout is super simple. I've used this exact layout in multiple games like Arena Breakout, PUBG, and a few others. I play with a 3-finger layout on mobile. I did try switching to a 4-finger setup recently, but honestly, I've been using this 3-finger layout for years, and my hand speed is actually faster than a lot of 4-finger players. So I ended up going back to my original setup. My layout for both Operation Mode and Warfare Mode is almost identical. I'll also share both layout codes with you, but please don't ask me how to import them because I've searched everywhere and couldn't figure it out myself. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. My sensitivity is pretty much on default, except for the gyroscope settings, which I've customized a bit. These are made specifically for gyroscope players using a 3-finger layout, just like me. This setup works perfectly on iPhones from 11 to 16 Pro Max, and it should work just as well on Samsung phones like the S21 to S24, since their hardware is pretty similar. Just keep in mind, it's not optimized for iPads. At the end of the day, the best sensitivity settings are always the ones you fine-tune for yourself. There's no universal setup that works for everyone. Now for the gameplay and communication settings, I haven't touched anything there. Everything is still on default. In the audio section, make sure to enable Dolby Atmos. It gives you an 8D sound effect. A lot of you asked what headphones I use, and to be honest, I don't use any. I have some ear issues, and my doctor advised me not to use earphones. So yeah, I play without headphones. Even so, with Dolby Atmos turned on, I can easily hear enemy footsteps and direction, and that helps a lot. Also, I always mute background music and voice volume because in my opinion, it's just unnecessary noise that doesn't help with gameplay at all. As for the vehicle control settings in Warfare mode, I haven't really customized those either. I think it's better if you build your own setup based on what feels most comfortable. How to get skins for free. All right, if you want to unlock skins for free, you'll need something called Mandel Brick. So how do you get Mandel Bricks? You can earn them in both Warfare mode and Operation mode. In Warfare mode, you can only get 1 Mandel Brick per week, and even that depends on your performance. You have to finish in the top 25% of players in a match to even have a chance of getting it. But in Operation mode, it's a bit different. If you're lucky, you can get 3 to 4 Mandel Bricks every 10 matches, which makes it way more efficient. So how exactly do you use the Mandel Brick to get skins? Let me break it down. First, you or one of your teammates needs to collect a Mandel Brick during a match. But be careful, once someone picks it up, their location becomes visible to all enemies on the map, so you'll need to move carefully and as a team. Next, head toward a decode station. Once someone from your squad starts the decoding process, you'll need to defend that area for 4 minutes to prevent enemies from interrupting or stealing the process. After the first 3 minutes, the other 2 teammates who didn't start the decode need to go up to the station and copy the Mandel Brick so that all 3 of you can get it. not just the one who started it. Once the timer ends, everyone who copied it will receive the Mandel brick, even if you don't extract or finish the match. You'll find your Mandel bricks in the lobby, under the Collect tab, and also in the Market. Now here's the fun part. You can sell your Mandel bricks in the market for Delta tickets. For example, I personally listed 29 Mandel bricks at different prices, and I already had 3,000 Delta tickets from earlier. I use those tickets to unlock the Axe skin bundle. So yeah, just collect Mandel bricks, list them in the market, and use your Delta tickets to buy any skin you want from the in-game store. Let me share my top 3 favorite weapons that I always love using. In third place, I'd say the M4. You can build a powerful low recoil M4 loadout for a really affordable price, and it still performs like a beast. It has great damage, stability, and accuracy, and it's super fast when aiming down sights. I personally use 3 different M4 builds. 100K build, the 100K M4 build, you can see the code on screen and also find it in the video description. It's perfect for easy zero dam mode, and it works amazingly well with green, blue, and purple ammo at close to mid-range fights. And the best part, it only costs 100K to build. The 200K M4 build is an upgraded version that performs great at all ranges, especially when using purple ammo. It works perfectly in both easy and normal modes, and it's a top-tier choice for maps like Zero Dam and Space City. You'll find the code on screen and also in the description, so make sure to check it out. The 300K M4 build is my personal favorite. I mostly use it in Space City, and it absolutely shreds in close to mid-range fights. With M995 ammo, it melts even full T6 red armor enemies with ease. Now, you might be wondering, why not just use the K416? Here's my honest take. The M4 is more affordable, has better recoil control, and uses ammo more efficiently. Since I usually run gold tier bullets, the M4 just handles enemies better for me. On the other hand, the K416 needs at least 500K to build properly with good recoil. And its high fire rate plus low damage means it burns through ammo fast. And a lot of that ammo ends up being wasted. In second place, I'd put the K437. Every time I use this weapon, it just destroys enemies with ease, no matter the distance. Whether it's 1 squad, 2, or even 3 teams pushing, I wipe them fast with the K437 fight. You can actually watch the gameplay clips on my channel. I've linked them in the description, so be sure to check those out. Now, this first build costs 120K, and I recommend using it with blue and purple ammo in normal mode. Works great on any map. The 240K K437 build is the upgraded version, and it's perfect for mid to long range fights. It delivers excellent damage, recoil control, handling, stability, and accuracy. So it's basically everything you want in a high performance weapon. I recommend using it with purple or gold ammo in normal mode, especially on maps like Space City. The 500K K437 build is something I only tried once, but that one time I used it for 3 back-to-back matches on Space City, and I won all 3. It absolutely dominated in close to mid-range fights. As for long range, I honestly haven't tested it, so I can't say for sure how it performs there. But if the 500K build is out of your budget, I definitely recommend sticking with the 240K version and just adding a 45 round mag. It's still super solid. Overall, I was really happy with this setup. If you've enjoyed the video so far, drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the video go viral and gives me the energy to make the next one. And now we've reached my number 1 weapon, the M250. This is a gun I never get tired of using and never get disappointed by. No matter how many times it gets nerfed each season, it still performs exactly the way I expect, powerful and reliable. The first loadout I use costs around 180K, and it performs really well at all ranges. I recommend using purple ammo with it for the best results. The second M250 loadout costs around 250K, and it's the one I use most of the time, especially in normal mode on Space City. It works incredibly well at all ranges, and I've even shared it with my friends. They all use it now too. It's affordable, effective, and just solid all around. I personally run it with gold and purple ammo, and you can find the loadout code both on screen and in the description. And finally, here's my most powerful and expensive M250 loadout. Costs around 500K, and it performs amazingly on every map and in every mode. The recoil, handling, and overall balance are top tier. I recommend pairing it with full gold ammo and gold equipment for maximum impact, especially in normal and hard mode on Space City. I've used it multiple times, and every single time, it's made me insanely rich. Completely wiped the map with it. What do you think about my loadouts and weapon picks? Which character do I use the most and why? Delta Force has 10 unique characters, each with powerful abilities, but out of all of them, I mostly stick to just 3, and honestly, I use these 95% of the time. Let me explain. Zoya, aka Toxic. I use her about 15% of the time, mainly in TDM mode. She's super effective because you can revive fast, heal up quickly, scope and react faster. Her bugs scare enemies off. Her smoke blinds them and breaks line of sight. She's perfect for fast-paced matches where speed and pressure matter. Shepard, my go-to character. If you've watched my videos, you'll notice I use him most of the time. Why? Because he's the only character that gives you real defensive security. His abilities include 2 powerful mines that punish aggressive enemies.
The trap is working.
2 quick grenades to disrupt fights, a wrist drone that stuns and disorients opponents, buying you time to heal or reposition Ninner. Shepard is perfect if you play solo. He gives you time, cover, and control. And finally, my number 1 most used character, the one I play 50% of my matches with. It doesn't matter if it's Operation, Warfare, or TDM, this character dominates every mode. He's hands down the most aggressive and dangerous pick, especially in Warfare, where no other operator can match his pressure. In Operation, if you play smart and take your time, you can literally wipe entire squads solo. I'm telling you this based on real experience. If you're the kind of player who likes jumping straight into the enemy's face, this is your guy. Just kick the door down and wreck everything. Here's why he's insane. 2 C4s that destroy enemies up close, a jetpack that helps you jump into high ground or escape sticky situations, a compressed air cannon that knocks enemies down for a few seconds, giving you the upper hand. To me, this is the #1 character in the entire game. No question. I'm currently working on a full character breakdown video where I go over every operator in detail. If enough people comment and request it, I'll finish and upload it next week. That wraps up this full guide. Hope you enjoyed it. I've spent the last 2 days putting this video together to make sure everything was clear and helpful for you. If you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Drop your thoughts or any questions in the comments. I'll read them all. And don't forget to check the description below. It's got all the links you need, including Delta Coin bonus link via Midas Buy, my loadout codes, and custom settings. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.